Hello everybody. I'm very glad to be here with you. Actually, I'm going to tell you about the NCCK Peace Project. However, before regarding the NCCK Peace Project, we need to know about the reality of this divided Korean peninsula. I'm sure that Dr. Kim Yong-bok can give you more good lecture on my theme, but I do my best. You see the map of both Korea, North Korea and South Korea. It's quite different from other map. Actually, at the middle of this map, there has been the line of dividing country, the truth line. But I really wanted for you to see this map full of flowers. This is our hope, our vision for near future. What I'm going to say, the point is that without a solution of the divided Korean peninsula, the Cold War era will never end. We thought the Cold War era already ended. However, without a solution of the divided Korean peninsula, the Cold War era will never end. And the life of people in North Korea should not be victimized because of political reason, hostile policy toward the North Korea, economic sanction. The life of people living in the North Korea. And also we should end the armistice agreement and build a peace system in the Korean peninsula. We need to mention, we need to know the historical background of the division of the Korean peninsula. The division was already started by foreign powers even at the time of World War II. Actually, at the last moment of the World War II, Russia promised to participate in the attack to Japan, and it became to get the right to occupy northern part of Korea through the meetings of Cairo, Potsdam, Yalta, which dealt with issues like the end of war and post-war issue and measures. And 1945, August 9, the former Soviet Union attacked Japan. And August 10, Japan surrendered. Then Korea was freed from 36 years of Japanese occupation on August 15, 1945. However, right away, the USA and former Soviet Union intervened in the issue of Korean independence and separated the country along the line of 38 parallel. The USA decided to make Russia occupy the north and the USA the south in order to take Japan out. 1948, May 10, Republic of Korea was established. And September 9, the North Korea established the DPRK. Due to different occupation policy by USA and Soviet Union, the North and the South drifted apart. Then, 1950 through 1953, the Korean War was happening. You see the picture of the that time the reality. The war and the division has brought about around 2.5 million deaths of life, then 10 million separated families. Actually, here we cannot say about the reality of the victimized people because of the Korean War. After 3-year-long Korean War, Armistice Agreement among USA, China, and North Korea was declared on the 27th of July 1953. Agreement between the USA, China, and North Korea. This was not the end to war, but just a ceasefire. This is not just a matter of North and South, but of the hegemony of power countries in Northeast Asia. At that time, the Republic of Korea was not included in the signature. ROK objected the truce, and the army of South Korea was considered as the UN army due to giving the wartime military operational control to the UN commander during the war in July 1950. Still, it is continued. Because of this truce line, more than 1 million soldiers, each part, confront each other with military antagonism. From that time, 60 years of division between South and North Korea has been continued. Then, here in the South Korea, pro-communist ideologies, the national security which foster North and South conflict, as well as reinforce political power, and this kind of things affects every corner of people's life and security. Now I'm going to tell you briefly about the ecumenical movement for peace in the Korean peninsula. Actually, in 1970s, 80s, we as normal people, civilians, we could not talk about peace itself or unification itself. Even in the street, because we talked about the peace on the Korean peninsula, reunification of Korea, many people were captured and went into prison. In that time, the WCC took the initiative to take this issue, and they held a kind of conference in 1984, Dojanso in Japan. It was first major attempt by WCC to bring Christians from a wide spectrum of member churches worldwide together with the Christians from Korea to address this issue of the division of Korea and the Korean reunification. Then continuously the WCC took a very important role in resolving the peace issue and reunification issue. So Moscow WCC Central Committee meeting in 1989 submitted a kind of resolution on the peace and Korean peninsula and reunification. And also many WCC assemblies, WCC invited both leaders from South Korea and North Korea to the WCC venue, and they made us to meet together because in that time we actually couldn't meet each other in our land